Welcome back to Old School New School Podcast, episode 89.
I'm Scott in Old School.
I'm Chester and I'm New School. And today we'll be talking about the Colts.
Okay, we're about a third of the way through these deep dives. The Colts and saying that we're talking about the third team from the AFC South already. And we're just a third of the way through. Shows that wasn't the greatest division last year. Never know what's going to happen this year.
Right.
Same coach. Had you asked me who the coach of the Colts was, I could not have told you. Could you have said?
No.
Do you know his name?
Shane
Steichen?
No, I've never heard of him.
I'm sorry, Colts fans. Anthony Richardson is hurt.
Yeah.
He's got a shoulder issue, I think.
Something like that.
Hopefully that'll just get cleaned up and he'll be fine for the regular season. They brought in Daniel Jones. Thoughts on the Daniel Jones episode 2?
I mean, you never know, right? Who's he going to come out and play like? Is he going to, you're thrown into the Giants. You got to give the man a little bit of, like, a tiny bit of, I guess not credit, but, sympathy for being on the Giants.
Right, but he had a running back.
Yeah, but...
Had wide receivers.
Really? He won the Giants a playoff game.
That's true.
They beat that 13-3 Minnesota team in 2022. So,
so he has a history of some success.
Yes, he can.
But New York kind of just gobbled him up. Like he started. Like I don't know. Like he wasn't that great there though. Even though he did win a playoff game. The Colts last year were 8-9. 17th on offense, 24th on defense. They drafted Tyler Warren, the tight end out of Penn State, who's solid. And here, you want to hear my first big take of the next year? He will lead the Colts in receptions next year.
Receptions or receiving yards?
Receptions.
Possible. I don't know.
I mean, they got Pittman as well as Josh Downs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, does the Colts receiving core scare you in any way?
I mean, they've got what's his name as well. They've got another guy that's like good. I think he played at Texas. I mean, you don't really know because last year they had Mr. Joe Flacco, who's 50 years old, and Anthony Richardson, who was tired at the end of the game and stopped playing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he did that.
So you can't really blame it too much on the receiving core when you've got a quarterback that probably should have retired a while ago and someone who doesn't exactly want to play games.
Right.
So.
They drafted a cornerback and a defensive end in the first round. Looks like they need to shore up the defense.
Yeah.
They brought in Ward from San Francisco, cornerback, and they brought in some O-linemen because they lost some O-linemen.
Yeah.
So, and then Herbert, the running back,
Khalil Herbert.
Is he still good?
I think so.
I think he's
decent.
still good. That's a nice 1-2 punch with Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
And they didn't really lose. There were no huge names that they lost. Maybe Colts fans know better than us. Like some role players that they lost. I just don't know that much about this team.
Yeah. Neither do I.
And I don't know how much better they can be than 8-9 again.
Right.
As you said, Anthony Richardson, like his injury, that's kind of a big thing. Daniel Jones seems like could be feast or famine in terms of what you get, but I think the big thing is Tyler Warren's going to be like just a safety valve of a player, which they kind of need is a good thing. I don't know much about tell me more about the Colts. Anything? You always yawn when we're on this thing.
I couldn't tell you anything about the Colts. I mean, Yeah, what's your predictions for them? What do you see?
There's nothing I see in who they brought in, who they drafted, what they lost. That gives me that tells me that they're going to have more than 8. They're going to be better than 8 and 9.
Yeah.
There's nothing that really moves that needle for me.
Right.
You like.
Not really. My only thought is that like, if somehow, and this is so hypothetical, it's like, Anthony Richardson is out, whether he's out or not, you get this like, just like, you kind of put in place this system, where you just have, like you said, safety valve as Tyler Warren, who's tight end, and he's huge, and you've got a very good running back in Jonathan Taylor. So I feel like you can definitely stay in the game, but there's nothing that really puts it like them ahead of any other team. I mean, obviously, I think I'd have them ahead of like the Titans and the Jaguars in that division, but that's not saying much. But
yeah,
I think they will have the exact same record.
I think I don't see any growth from this team.
Right.
Like I unfortunately, I agree. Colts fans, tell us something. Tell us that we're wrong. Tell us that they're going to be great, or tell us that they're going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Their defense needs to get better. They were middle of they seem to be like the definition of middle of the pack in terms of record, rankings, team. I think that's it.
I think so.
Okay, let us know what you think. Don't come at us in the comments though.
But I mean, at least you got the Pacers in the finals.
Pacers in the finals.
You can be happy about.
I mean, I know you're not good with geography because none of your era of people are good with geography. But is Indianapolis in the South? The answer is no.
Yeah, I want to say no, right? It's more in the middle.
Is 100% it is not in the South. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Peace out?
Yeah, peace.
Peace.